This week's episodes of Deck the Hallmark are brought to you by Aura Frames. Tune in later in the show to find out how you can save big on an Aura frame this holiday season.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh, hi there. I'm Doug Jones, and I love, and I mean love, Hallmark Christmas movies.
And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Man,
It's the best,
what a day.
It's the best day of the year,
best day of
boys.
the year. That's
we get
right.
to see Doug Jones. We're so close to Christmas at this point. This is
Man.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Dougie, Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you, puppies. Thanks so much. And like I've always said, it's not Christmas until I've talked to you guys. So Deck the Hallmark is a part of my routine now.
It's just
Now-
so kind.
Doug, we've been on the forefront of the Hallmark cast Doug Jones Christmas movie movements.
Movement.
And you,
Early adopters.
as somebody heard our call, not maybe at
Somebody.
Hallmark, but in the theatrical space, because you were in a Christmas movie this holiday season. Can you tell us about this movie?
This is the most exciting news I have for the year. Yes. I got to play a character named Doug, the delivery guy.
I love it.
I was a box delivery guy that came to the leading lady's house about 6 times throughout the movie. And every time I come, it's kind of like, oh, what's he going to do this time?
Yeah.
I was quirky, weird, funny guy, no creature makeup in a family friendly, with kind of a faith-based sort of tilt to it as well. It was very, very feel good. All the warm fuzzies. Sally Struthers and John O'Hurley were the grandparents in this.
Okay.
And I had the best time in the world. There were no zombies, no car chases, no explosions, no. It was just good family friendly fun love Christmas. Yay!
Yeah.
And it went on the big screen.
Went on
which
the
is
big
always
screen, too.
exciting.
Unbelievable.
Went on the big
Exciting.
screen, and it's supposed to be coming to Amazon Prime's within days now.
All right.
Just in time for Christmas week, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
Doug, you got any big Christmas plans this year?
Well, the usual. We Mrs. Lori and I host the family and friends who are like family here at the house. And my favorite thing that we do is that I get given a lot of I get a lot of things. I have a lot of stuff. I'm at an age where I want to get rid of things.
Sure.
I
There you
should
go.
say that. So I go through my home office and I fill a grab bag up with things that might be of interest to someone that's not me. So I go around the dining room table after dinner and just make everybody reach in and grab something, and they have to take it home, whatever it is.
I
So
love it.
It's like the
Yeah.
craziest white elephant, but you're the one that
Yeah,
brought
that's right.
all of the stuff.
Yeah.
right, it all has something to do with me. Yeah.
We can give you the studio address here, Doug, if you're looking and you just
The
ship a
Leftovers,
box.
yeah.
A ship a box. It's
love
totally
that.
fine.
I love that. Fantastic. Dougie, have you been able to watch many of the Hallmark Christmas movies this season? There's been less of them, only 24, which is down from 40 plus
The
from the
40,
previous years. So should be easy, right?
Yes, but I've also been traveling quite a bit, so Mrs. Lori DVRs them. We're still on the cable system. We're doing
Yeah.
the DVR,
Yeah.
and so I've been catching up as much as I can. I loved the follow up to the Three Wise Men and a Baby. That was the Three Wisest Men.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yes, very
Fun
fun
time.
very fun. And we get to talk to you about a Sweet Life holiday. Which
Nope.
is
Sweet Holiday Romance.
Sweet Life,
Sweet
holiday.
Life on Deck,
Yes,
Disney
Sweet
Channel.
Life on Deck is a Disney
Sweet
Channel.
Holiday Romance is what we're doing. Because if we're doing a Disney show, I'm out.
Sweet Holiday, I should get that right in the thing. So I watched a Sweet Life Christmas special. Sorry, Zach and Cody
Things
are
might
at it
get-
again.
might get weird here.
Those Sprouse brothers, they're crazy. Let's dive into this one. It originally premiered on the Hallmark Channel on December 13th, 2025, and it went a little something like this. We find out about these Cordelia books by Hazel Holly that have been read by many, beloved by all. just like "Oh Christmas Tree" is my understanding.
That's
written-
how I
exactly
understand
written
it,
by
yeah.
a few fellas here. We meet Sabrina, who wrote a piece about how amazing the Cordelia books are. This led to her getting picked to ghostwrite this book about this famous person, and she's going to be put up at the Grand Fairbanks Hotel in the Cordelia Suite, where Hazel Holly wrote all of these books. It's a big deal if you're a Hazel Holly head out there. She meets Grayson Westcott, who is the guy who wanted to hire her, and she's going to be interviewing him about his life as an art broker and writing his memoir. She only has until Christmas Eve to get all of the content that she needs, and then he's leaving, and you can't get in contact with him. Follow-up questions? Too bad. She's up late working one night, but craves a sandwich. And
It happens. It happens.
We've all been there. So she calls down to the bar and has him make up a sandwich. She runs down there. She sees the first sandwich, the sandwich that's on the bar. She grabs it, dives in. Turns out that sandwich belongs to Ian, who's already sitting at the bar, but he doesn't seem to mind. He wants nothing more than to continue to have a conversation with her, but the bar is closing. Maybe next time.
Closing time.
That's exactly right. The next day, she's interviewing Grayson more and finds out that he was once the butler for Hazel Holly at this very hotel. He's hesitant to talk about this. No one's going to want to hear this stuff.
Not this story.
But
Not
he-
this classic love
That's
story.
right. But he opens up. She loves it. Later, she bumps into Ian again, and they snack some coffee together. The sparks are flying. He talks about how he works for a charity, and it's actually his first time in the city. They're doing some charity work here. Turns out, we find out he actually works for the royal family that is there. But he continues to keep that hush-hush because he doesn't want it to kind of color the lens in which she views him through. But after listening to his conversation at dinner that she overhears, she assumes that he doesn't just work for the royal family, that he is royalty. He must be Lord Braxton. She decides to keep her suspicion to herself. They start hanging out more. The sparks are flying. They're really digging each other. But he continues to have to leave suddenly over and over again to stop Lord Braxton from marrying a woman that he just met. This is
It's
a
a
problem.
classic
Lord
problem.
Braxton
You know what I mean?
loves getting
Loves
married.
the nuptials.
He loves it. And so this is something that he has to see doesn't happen. And so like they'll be having a great moment and he's like, gotta go. Doesn't give her any more information. But they see each other again at the Christmas ball and they dance. It's magical. But once again, he sees Lord Braxton leaving the party early, girl in his arm, and so he has to cut the date short. And he goes to leave, but not before coming back for a kiss. They kiss. She's both smitten by him and annoyed by how Ian keeps ending these romantic moments. For one reason or another, she's unable to ask him about being Lord Braxton. And for one reason or another, he's unable to tell her that he works for Lord Braxton. So both of them are keeping something, but it's a whole thing. She joins him for this charity event and she's loving it. But inside of his bag, she sees a jewelry box. Now, word has gotten to her that Lord Braxton loves getting married.
Yeah.
And so she sees this, thinking that it's Lord Braxton, and thinks, oh no, he's going to propose to me. It's a whole thing. One night, they're out to dinner, and it comes out that she thinks that he's Lord Braxton. But before he can respond to that and clear things up, he has to leave again. But then, after listening to more of Grayson's story about lost love, she hears this story and decides to call things off with Ian before he can break her heart. She fills Grayson on what's happened, and he's like, how the heck did you get this from my story, you dummy dum dum dum? Right. She ends up showing up to the gala, and she finds out that he's not actually Lord Braxton. She does not take this well and storms out feeling like she's been lied to. she's talking to Grayson some more, and he encourages her to think about things a little bit more. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't do anything rash. Just think about things for a little bit. Speaking of Grayson, she ends up finding Grayson's long-lost love, Charlotte. Turns out she's Lady Braxton. What? Crazy. He's like, oh, I know that. I'm too old for this ish. You know, love, I can't. But she's like, no, you're never too old for love. And they rush down to see each other, and it's wonderful. And Sabrina rushes to find Ian, but she's too late. He's already left for the airport. Except he never left. He says that he's fallen for her, and then he hands her the jewelry box. It is not an engagement ring. It is a snowflake necklace that they saw at the store. They talk and they make up. He tells her that he's moving there to bring the charity to the States, as the royal family is one to do, and they kiss big ones. The movie ends with Grayson and Lady Braxton getting married, and at said wedding, we see that Ian and Sabrina are indeed engaged, and that, my friends, was a sweet holiday romance with Zach and Cody. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to break this movie down with our friend Doug Jones here on Deck the Hallmark. It's the Christmas season, and everybody's looking for that gift that is going to be unforgettable, because let's be honest, you get gifts at Christmas, and then come January, you've already forgotten what you've gotten. Not the Aura frame. You're never going to forget the Aura frame because it stays updated, Dano.
That's right, Brandon. This is the best digital photo frame on the market. Yeah. It is completely unforgettable because you can send this to your loved ones, your family, your friends, pre-uploaded with all the pictures that you already have, a message for them, and you can upload pictures every day. Unlimited. The amount of photos that you can put on this thing is unlimited. It is not only the gift that keeps on giving, it's the gift that's impossible to forget because of how great it is and how highly rated it comes.
That's right, Dano. And for a limited time, you can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frame, which is what we have here in the studio. It has been named #1 by Wirecutter. You can use the promo code DECK at checkout to get that deal. That is auraframes.com. Promo code DECK. The deal is exclusive to our listeners, and the frames are selling out fast, so order yours now to get in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Welcome back, everybody. Only 3 more. After
Unbelievable.
I don't even want
My
to talk about
brain is mush.
it. I don't even want to talk about it.
No, I do.
Okay.
That time off, I love this job. It's my favorite job of the whole wide world. I get to talk to people like Doug Jones. But tell me if December 23rd to January 3rd isn't the best 12 days of the year. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know, I'm already getting sad. Let's talk about a sweet holiday romance. We're going to start with the hot take. We're going to share exactly how I felt about this movie. Brian, why don't you show Doug how it's done? Why don't you share your opinion on film before we hand it over to Doug Jones?
Film legend Doug Jones here. Let's let Brian go first.
You feel prepared?
Yeah, I know he's still getting used to this whole thing. I mean, he's probably been doing this longer than me.
Yeah, he has.
With you guys.
Yes,
He has.
But you show him how.
I will. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys. So this, I had kind of low expectations for this one. I wasn't super psyched, but I ended up liking this setup quite a bit, and I was pretty into this story overall. So I had a really good time here. The characters I thought were a lot of fun overall, especially young Grayson and Charlotte. I wanted more of that. I could have watched almost an entire movie of that, I think. I really like that. One thing in this movie that we don't get a lot of, and it really stood out, was how hectic this city felt. There were people. There were background people moving.
Agreed.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Felt
it was
full.
It did. And the transitions were seamless and perfect. It was really, really great. So just sort of like the production of it was really high level, and it really made a difference to me. And so it really exceeded my expectations. I liked it quite a bit.
All right, Dougie. Now
That's
you've
how you
seen
do it
how
right
it's done,
there.
Doug. Doug, what did you think about A Sweet Life holiday romance?
Well, that's a hard act to follow, but I'll try.
Okay.
Hot take. Okay, my first thoughts are there was so much going on here. As the movie was starting, I was like, wait a second, is this about an author writing, ghost writing for an art dealer in a hotel for another author that was a children's book person.
And
Yep,
the
you've
butler
got
did
it.
Yeah, you nailed that.
Okay, good. And then so I once that, but then there's the love interest that's like works for a royal family, and that there's the misunderstood identity and the you lied to me moment when he never really lied to her. She, those moments drive me nuts, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you lied to me and he never lied to her.
Yeah.
She assumed, and then
Yeah, it
why
should
couldn't he
be.
tell her?
I assumed.
That's right.
Right. That's what it
But
should
it doesn't
be. That's what it should
quite roll off the tongue as well as you lied.
It's not the same. Not the same. So yeah, so there was so much going on, and I was like, I hope they can string this together by the end. And you know what? They did. All of these storylines did funnel into a happy ending, and I love my happy endings. So it was. I did love it. Now, the backdrop, this hotel was absolutely grand and gorgeous. I love settings like this, like Christmas at the Biltmore or Christmas at the Plaza.
Yep.
I love those. This is another one where it's like, what a grand hotel this was. And every shot, the product, like Brian said, the production value has gone up so much. Yes, it was very lovely, well done, well shot, well staged. My standout though for this entire movie was the casting. I thought, well, first of all, old friend Jessy Schram played Sabrina.
Yeah.
She and I were on a series called Falling Skies together back about 13 years ago. Yeah. She did the first couple seasons and I did the last 3. So we kind of overlapped a little bit. Delightful young lady. I love her. And she's a fantastic Hallmark leading lady. Her love interest, Dominic Sherwood, who played Ian, I thought was charming enough and lovely. The standouts for me though were the 2 fellows who played Mr. Westmore, old and young. I was taken with let's see, and I got their names here. Yes, Al Sapienza, was older Grayson, and younger Grayson, of course, was Gino Anania. They must have done the casting in Italy.
They must have. Yeah.
But I thought they were both like absolutely fantastic, very engaging and very cinematic actors. And that's, I guess that's my hot take.
It's a great hot take.
I love
He
it.
crushed
How'd I
it.
do?
Better than
Really
mine.
wonderful,
Way better.
Brian.
than
Wonderful.
mine.
Yeah.
I was
He
taking
brought
notes.
names and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even
write
do
that
that.
down. That's good for next time.
Imagine you trying to say that. Get out of here.
So I loved this movie. I found it unbelievably charming. I thought Jessy was amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
And really was just unbelievably charming. I think what really worked for me was I like this type of thing where she's assuming and he, for some reason, we've seen it before. For some reason, it didn't annoy me as much in this movie. I'm not surprised by this. I really liked it. But what made this movie go from that was good to I love this movie was this other storyline that she's writing. He's like, don't make me tell this story about this love. And then it is so compelling. And I thought they went back to it just the right amount. And then I'm a dummy. I didn't expect it to be Lady Braxton, so that worked for me. And I thought that hey, I gotta go, and then like I can't let this go by again without kissing you. Like I thought that was a great scene and a great kiss. This movie to me, I know I talked about how the single on the 25th was like a surprise for me, even though it shouldn't be because of the leads. This is for me the sleeper of the year. Like I had absolutely no expectations going into this movie, and I absolutely adored it. I thought it was just, I felt like I was in a Christmas hug, and maybe it's because we're so darn close to Christmas, and I'm oozing Christmas spirit at this point. But this one, I don't know. It was really a scene stealer for me. A scene stealer. Dano?
Yeah, I would classify this as I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. I think what Doug said early in his hot take was kind of how I felt most of the way, which is I felt like there were almost 3 movies here, and they all get very much shortchanged over an 83-minute runtime. And 2 of them I would have been fine with more of. One of them I thought was really poorly executed. But the backstory is the best story. Yeah. I think it is. But the problem is to Doug's point, when we ask for these movies to be better qualitatively, we don't mean more stuff. Like you can Biltmore Christmas is a time travel story, but it is a very simple story told very well. It's one of the best of these movies that's ever been made. this movie is predicated upon a woman who is hearing a man with sage wisdom talk about a love he lost, and her lesson she learns is, I should do the same thing. That is legitimately what happens for the majority of the runtime of this movie. She hears this incredibly sweet story about a guy that really wishes he had actually gone and pursued this woman who is the love of his life, and what she gets out of it is, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. And so I just couldn't, as soon as that cat went out of the bag, there was no way that this movie was going to redeem itself. What I will say though is, you guys aren't wrong about how this movie looked. And Dominic Sherwood, who was in A Haunted Wedding, Haunted Wedding?
That's
right.
Maybe my favorite of the year, Haunted Wedding, which was an outstanding movie. He should be in more of these movies. He's great. And Jessy Schram, Schram, as Mr. Jones said it, I will yield to him on that. Is probably Jessy Schram.
Defer to Dougie.
He's putting his hands with her. She sometimes is given a little bit of the short end of the stick on these movies and given movies that are just not great. And she is really charming in this movie, although there's a fatal flaw, which is, she's heard the story and her life lesson is love sucks. Don't pursue it. That is, there's no way. Yeah, as Doug has said, there's no way around this. Like, I know we get to the happy ending, and that's not the dumbest thing in this movie. I've saved that for the wait what portion, which it won't even get to me, but I've saved it. But, we get to see flashback. This flashback romance is delightful. And then her takeaway is all's well when you don't get the love of your life. It was just,
break your own heart before someone breaks it for you.
I couldn't really abide by that. So, I mean, it's at the back end of my top 10 right now.
Okay.
We've got 3 left, but it was just disappointing because I think the ingredients are here if it wasn't overstuffed and didn't rely on a really dumb read by our protagonist.
It's time for all the feels. We're talking about what in this movie gave us feels. I'll start with you, Bright Guy.
Yeah, my heart broke a little bit when Charlotte left. Was it for Paris? Was she going?
Paris.
Yeah,
Yes,
she left before
Paris.
Grayson could give her that painting that she definitely would not have taken on the plane. I mean, what could you give a worse gift to somebody
real
who's
bad.
leaving?
Real bad.
Holy cow! But I still was like, oh man, I had forgotten about the painting. And then when sad Grayson had to go pick it off the wall after she left, I was really sad for him. But that archway in the bookstore, whew, you kidding me right now? Made of books, an archway made of books.
Pretty cool.
Phenomenal.
Very cool. That painting actually is in Dougie's bag at Christmas time.
That's right.
Oh,
He
somebody
just-
could go
you
home
might-
with
he
that.
might get
You might
that
pull
painting.
out Grayson's
That's right.
painting. You
In my
pull-
grab bag.
Yeah, it's grab bag. You might find it. That's the type of stuff. It's gold in that bag. Dougie, any feels for you?
Oh, a lot of feels, good ones. I thought that this movie was written with great dialogue, with a lot of quotables in this, a lot of nuggets of wisdom that came out of various characters' mouths. So I have a few that I'd love to quote, if I may.
Yes.
I loved when Mr. Westcott at the beginning said everyone should know their worth when talking about artists and why he got into the art brokerage business that he did to give young artists a voice. Thought that was a very, as a young artist in my 50 years ago, I felt his thing. When Hazel Holly told young Grayson, imagine a life where you're not just part of someone else's story, but the author of your own.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something a lot of us have lived through and have learned to grasp, like being the leading man or leading lady in our own lives. Even when you feel like a supporting player in everyone else's. I also like life has a funny way of showing up when you're not looking for it, Grayson. That's happened to all of us too. I think when you stop, don't pursue, let God bless you with what's ahead. The biggest risks are the ones you don't take. Mr. Westcott said that with great wisdom. And the final block of dialogue that happened with the voiceover of Grayson Westcott blending into Sabrina's voiceover, that kind of summed it all up for me. Art draws us in, begs us to look closer. Love can do the same if we're brave enough to really look. Both found me when I was searching in the quiet quarters of the Grand Hotel long ago. I realize now that love isn't waiting for the right moment, it's seizing it. You can't waste your life settling for anything less than extraordinary love. That gave me all the feels.
Wow. Good
What
stuff.
gave me the feels was you powering through the phone there
Yeah.
to deliver that because it was beautiful. Dougie.
Could you hear that?
What I love.
it didn't even phase
Did
it.
it, Dougie's like, whatever.
That's right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
This is real life.
I still have
Fran.
a landline phone at the house here. Isn't that crazy? I'm old.
This guy had eyes in his hands and spoke Spanish, guys. You don't
You can't phase
Oh,
it
yeah.
with the phone.
phone Doug Jones. Get out of here.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What I love is movies like this where it is so clear right away that both of these leads are into each other, like from the jump.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way for me. It's not this like, this guy, whatever. And then you end up being like, oh, maybe he's not so bad. Like right away, he's like, stick around at the bar. I want to keep talking to you. And she's like, play it like a little bit hard to get, but like clearly also like into him, especially after the second meeting. I love that. I love when these movies don't do the thing and they just are clearly two people that are very into each other. Let's watch them fall in love. I love that. Dano?
Yeah, so Doug and I both talked about how there's a lot of movies happening here. There's a mistaken identity movie. There's I don't know if it's unrequited love, but it's like a love from your past you never really, got to see to fruition. And there's also a royal movie going on in this movie. And I would say this, I think it gets shortchanged, but this version of a royal movie is my favorite, which is American Hotel, Christmas time. Dude has clearly a British accent, from England. They didn't do a fake country. From England. It wasn't Cordelia or Trevinia or where it was actually a place we know exists with an accent from that place. That feels right to me for a royal movie. And so it did get shortchanged, but that's the kind of royal movie I would like to see in the future.
More than fair. All right, let's take one more break. We'll come back. We'll get to the wait, what, and the what, the Hallmark here on
Deck the Hallmark.
Welcome back, everybody. It's great to be here with Doug Jones talking about the Royal Holiday Suites.
Yes, Sweet Holiday Romance. It's weird you can't get this title.
I can't get
But
it.
you love the movie.
You loved
The Sweet
it.
Life
He loved the movie.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody has ruined me.
Yeah.
So blame them. It's time for the wait, what? Is where we talk about what this few minutes ago. Wait, what? I'll start with you, Bright Guy.
Just a few. So the way Sabrina got this job was from writing a piece that was really well taken. People really loved it. And so she got a book deal out of it, which crazy. But I mean, people get jobs, get noticed. Speaking of books,
If you read
You mean
ours,
Oh Christmas Tree, a rom-com heavy on the com,
Dude,
cozy
I'm-
Christmas romance?
I hope we get a
By the Deck the Hallmark
memoir,
boys?
ghostwrite.
we'll
job.
ghostwrite your memoir.
Yeah.
Doug Jones, do you want us to ghostwrite your memoir?
I'll get to this. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
heck
You'll get
yeah,
to
all in.
2 weeks in a hotel.
We
We all
will-
just meet up. And
That's right, and we'll work for just old movie memorabilia that you're trying to get rid of.
That's
anyway.
right.
That I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
Good.
The bag
Bring your
out.
grab
Yeah.
bag and we'll call it a day.
Yeah,
So people get jobs for crazier stuff. Like people get jobs now for TikToks that blow up. Like, so that's not a big deal. The big wait, what of it is just the amount of faith they're putting in her, like not giving her a test or anything. It's like all in on her.
That's
Like,
right.
You got the job.
Yes.
Meet us at the hotel. It's yours, which was a bit of a stretch for me. I thought that was wild. Good for her. All of these people know this Lord by name.
that's right. But they can't Google a picture of him.
Right. Nobody. Well, he's secretive allegedly, but it's I don't know a single Lord. Like I know
No.
the artist Lord. That
That's right.
Brand
We're meant to be
discovered.
royals. You get it. Yeah.
I know Lord Stanley.
That's right.
You know,
Lord Stanley's Cup.
that's right. Lord
Yeah,
Stanley's
I'm
Cup, a
familiar.
big deal. Other
Yes.
than that, not. I couldn't name. I'm sure
I know
can
the Lord of the
accidentally-
Dance, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Lord of the Dance.
Lord of the Wolves. Is
Lord-
that
yes.
something?
No,
I don't know.
think so.
Maybe not.
Dances with Wolves
Dancing.
is what you
so
did
you got
there.
me the dance.
That's
so
right.
I don't. No.
12, how many? 11 Lords of Leaping? I know those,
It was just weird that so many people
Yeah.
know this Lord by name.
but don't know what he looks like.
no, not a single picture.
One of the worst. Every royal movie has to figure out the identity and how big of a deal this person is.
Right.
That's why they use fake countries. To have a lord from a real place and to know his name, but to not know what he looks like is crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yep.
It's 2025. We can all look it up right here on our phones.
That's right. The last one is Ian ends up reading Cordelia at Christmas time to a bunch of kids at the bookstore, and he's like, "We're gonna get through this book right here." And it's probably a 200-page book. It's like this. It wasn't.
Oh, you mean
little,
a Christmas tree, a cozy Christmas romance?
That's
rom-com?
right. Heavy on the rom.
Heavy on the com. Yeah.
So those kids are gonna sit there for an hour and a half while he bumbles through this thing. Are you kidding me? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Dougie, any wait what's for you?
Oh, a couple, a few, a thing. Who is staying in the Cordelia Suite? And I know she was invited to go up there, but he's also there.
Yeah,
and it looks like
it's a really good
very lived in, right?
It's a really good one because it does sound like when she gets there, it sounds like she gets the suite.
Yeah.
But when
That's
she
what I thought.
gets up there, it does not look like she got the suite.
Because he was
Thank you.
packing up a bag
Yes,
in the bedroom.
He's got his luggage in the Cordelia Suite.
Grayson got there and he said, "I called dibs."
Right. Yeah, I didn't know who was staying there, and it looked like it's very lived in, including a desk with papers on it that date way back. How long has he been staying?
Yeah.
Just anyway.
Let me ask you this,
Never
Doug.
leaving.
Do you think he's a ghost?
Whoa.
Do you think she got two ghosts together and sent them into the afterlife? They were waiting on each
Wow,
other.
it's beautiful.
A la the Lost finale. Do you think that's what
That's
happened?
a movie I would watch.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, a couple little things. Another pet peeve, and I know Dan shares this pet peeve with me: empty coffee cups. We got one. We got a couple. They were filled with whipped cream on top, but when you gesture with an empty cup, you tend to not treat it like it's got
There's
liquid.
no
in
weight
it.
there.
Still
Yeah.
see it.
No weight there, and then the whipped cream doesn't do the leveling thing that would if it was on. Right, so they're gesturing, and she's looking at the bless her heart. Everyone did their best, okay. The butler in the flashbacks. Okay, Butler Grayson at the meeting Charlotte for the first time. She's hiding under a table. Dance with me. Oh, I really can't. Which is the right answer if you're an employee
That's
at
right.
a big Grand Hotel
That's
like
true.
this.
Yeah.
All it took was her to say, "Please." Well, okay, but what's a job?
It
So
doesn't
he ends
matter.
up so he dances with her for who knows how long out in front. He would have been fired so fast at a hotel of that stature in that position.
That's love,
Bless
though.
his
You
heart.
know,
Customer's always right, though. You know what I mean?
customer's
True.
always
Yes.
right.
True.
Customer. There you go.
But she said, "Please."
Yeah.
She said
magic word.
he did. That means, and my last wait what I guess would be costuming. How did Sabrina happen to have two fabulous evening gowns with her
Yeah, man.
on a trip to write a book?
Yeah.
Okay, there's that. But the other thing was Mr. Grayson in one scene. Oh gosh, let's see. They were sitting at the cafe with a flashback, describing a flashback, and we see the young kids meeting over coffee. And then it comes back to him, and that's when I noticed what older Mr. Grayson was wearing, describing this moment to Sabrina. He was wearing a plaid jacket with a striped tie, a paisley handkerchief, and a floral print shirt.
Oh my God.
All happening within this much region of oneself.
That is a lot of
Go for the
kaleidoscope
fashion
right
bingo
there.
card.
That is crazy.
Yeah, right. I'm not a fashion Nazi, but I will tell you something. That was way too much going
Somebody
on.
get
I
this
don't
man a
dress him.
solid. You know what I mean? That's
A
crazy.
lot of patterns. A lot of
Yeah.
patterns.
Right.
I only have a couple. One is the way that this hotel handles sandwiches at the bar is crazy. So here's what happens. So she comes down, she sees a sandwich on the bar, not in front of Ian. It's kind of down a little bit, which, and it turns out that was Ian's sandwich. So Ian's there. They brought out sandwich, didn't call out a name or anything. They just put it down there, right? Then they do the same thing with her sandwich, which is the bar just brings it out and throws it down on
That's
the bar.
right. And you get it if you
It's
get
a
it.
free-for-all.
Yeah.
It's a free-for-all with
Yeah.
the sandwich. It's great. No one's calling out names. You don't have to check in with anybody.
Everybody will get the sandwich they're supposed to get. We
It'll
trust
all,
it.
it's a wash. It's a wash when it comes
well,
to
you know,
sandwiches.
they only serve one sandwich.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the
so
same
she should have
thing.
waited for the to-go
That's right.
container.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, but
Yeah.
you know, that's how they do it there at the Grand. And then last but not least, this movie did Jessy dirty because they're having a conversation while decorating a gingerbread, and I don't think that she thought that you would be able to see how she was decorating it, because she's having a conversation with him and it's like not really paying attention to the gingerbread. And they do a wide shot, and she's just like, just on his side, like not, like clearly not trying, because she's having a conversation. Yeah. She's focusing on actually having the conversation, but they should not have shown that, because she's going like me actually trying to decorate a gingerbread is how it looked. It was very funny to me. Dano?
Yeah, two really big ones. One is the Lord, the actual Lord from England. We find out, we've seen in these movies, a lot of billionaire, royal, playboy, maverick, like they're recluses and they don't show up for anything, or we don't know their identity, or they're always out partying and they're wearing sunglasses because they're hungover. We've seen every version of this that you can imagine, except this version, which is this particular lord of British royalty. What gets his juices going is marriage. He loves a quick marriage boy. He loves to see if he can sneak one by the old English royalty and gotcha, yep. I'm married. That is what nothing gets this guy's rocks off like getting married. He's so, and it's so weird that the guy watching him is like, he's near a chapel? I gotta go. It doesn't like
shut your doors.
Just make him a normal playboy that's trying to sleep around. This guy is doing the thing that everyone that wants to be swept up by a royal wants him to do anyway. Marry me, and then I own half of you.
He loves commitment.
He is just in his every night going, oh, when am I going to tie the knot again? It's going to be awesome. Marriage is the best.
He loves it.
He's just like cut loose in Vegas, and like every wedding chapel's been on the told like don't let him in.
These pictures up.
Does anyone need a groom? He's a 31-year-old billionaire royal playboy that just wants a wife.
That's it. That's all he wants.
That's crazy. And then the second one is that the flashbacks with Grayson and this woman who's writing these Cordelia books is great, but he helped her write these books.
Oh yeah.
Like every time she's stuck, he gives her the winning idea. And so this is great as a love story. It's more likely as a lawsuit. He is now, when she makes her fortune, he's going to be like, she didn't write that. I know she wrote a lot of it, but I came up with all the following ideas. And it's never mentioned that the lowly butler actually is making Cordelia's books all really come together. And that's a big deal. And he never wants the shout out anyway, which is also crazy. When they're at this very fancy charity ball, which all these events, rich people, when they do charity, what they do is they pay a lot of money to get in the door, and then they just get to hang out and schmooze and maybe do a silent auction. This uppity charity ball at the nicest hotel in the city has a cash bar, which is just insane. Like the idea of all these billionaires ordering an old fashioned,
even having a wallet
and
on
somebody
them,
going, that'd be $11.25 is what? Just it. And I know that because I see people paying for drinks, but also at one point she looks at Dominic Sherwood and goes, "You have to buy me a drink first." And literally, these people paid probably $1,000 to $10,000 to be in this room, and they want a Jack and Coke, and it's $6.80. You know what I mean? It's like that is not adding up at all. I'm sorry. No, you cannot do that. And that's it. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmark. It's where we get to ask any questions that we still have that we would like some answers to. Bri Guy.
Sure. I was just curious about the timeline for this memoir. They met for this 10 days, whatever it was, and he's leaving, and she's going to work on it, but for how long? When is this coming out? They didn't really talk about that at all.
Yeah, it almost is like he's just kind of like, nah. Whatever you do is fine.
Sure.
No, I'm not going to have any feedback. I'll be honest with you. It's just just whatever you put down is perfect. It's just my memoir. Dougie, any questions?
A couple of things. And that was one of my things too. Because we mentioned memoir about Dougie Jones earlier.
Yes.
That is something that has the ball's gotten rolling on that. I do have a literary agent that came looking for me to do a memoir. And I also am in search of a ghostwriter because that's going to be too much life to pull together for me with the schedule I keep. So that's going to take months.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, of talking, interviewing,
Referencing.
life
Or
stories.
10 days at the Cordelia Suite.
Right.
With a hard deadline of Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely impossible. So there's that. The other part of that I was kind of left hanging with was we never touched on his being an art broker in the book that she was writing. It's all about the romance. And then, like, did they ever get into, if it's his life story, did they ever include any of the art brokerage? And they didn't really, I didn't see that much of that part of his life after it was set up so much in the beginning, never followed through with. I was wondering what happened. And a question I had about the painting itself, the Cordelia painting, that was given to Charlotte finally at the end, right? I love that painting. Was she a big fan of Cordelia? I forgot. Why would that painting mean something?
She was.
She was a big Cordelia fan.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
she was.
mentioned
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
I mean, we all are.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
who
it goes
isn't?
without
Aren't
saying,
we?
really.
We love
Easier to
Cordelia.
find a non-Cordelia fan than a Cordelia fan, I think. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then also one little more, not so much a question as a missed opportunity. Also, Leo the concierge. We met him at the beginning of the movie, and I thought, oh, here's our Hector Elizondo from Pretty Woman.
Oh,
right.
I love it.
And sure enough, they didn't follow through with him hardly at all. He kind of said goodbye at the end, and the car's about to leave. I wanted to see more of his, and he was old enough. They could have integrated him in the flashbacks as well. They could have done something with that I thought was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, 100%. My question is about the Cordelia books, because the way that they're described is as like kid novels for kids, but then we see like the cover of it, and he like does a little of it at the reading event, and it seems more like just like a tiny little thing. How big are these books? Like what's kind of the storyline there? What's the age group of these books? Because like I don't know, the cover of it was screaming, oh, this is a book you read to 4-year-olds, but the content of it seemed like it was old. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up with Cordelia? Dano?
Yeah, so this one fully could be answered, and maybe I missed it. I watch a lot of movies this time of year, but Doug Jones read a bunch of great lines from this particular movie. At one point, Dominic Sherwood looks at Jessy Schram and says, "You may have just outshined the Christmas tree here at the Fairbanks." And there are a lot of Christmas trees at the Fairbanks. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. You can't look without seeing one. Is there one giant one like a Rockefeller that he's talking about in this movie? Or did he just say that line and we're to assume that outside the Fairbanks, off camera, there is a giant, beautiful,
They've added a lot over
regal
the years.
tree?
Yeah.
Because he didn't say the trees. He said, you may have just outshined the Christmas tree here at the Fairbanks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's the big tree? You loaded the gun. Like, I want to see the big tree. And I didn't see it. That was my question.
It's the grand tree.
It's the grand tree.
We did it, everybody. Congratulations to us. Dougie, is there anything else that you would like to promote or tell the people?
Oh, wow. Well, on December 23rd, my social medias will have my annual 60-second Christmas special,
Very nice.
which is me singing with a bad voice and telling a dad joke. It's become an annual thing that I do on December 23rd.
Fantastic.
So if you find actor Doug Jones on Instagram, Tumblr, I know, I use Tumblr.
Yeah, he's on Tumblr.
He's on
Big on
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
The Snapchat, the LinkedIn, the Facebook, the Twitter X, the Blue Sky, whatever. There's that. But also, I guest starred on a show called Blue Ridge, which is starring Jonathan Sheck. And that episode will be airing in their season 2, which will be coming out on Amazon Prime at some point. I don't have dates yet, but that's I'm excited about that. I had a grand time doing that as a human again.
Yes.
And then there's I've been spent the last year doing multiple cameos and supporting roles in lots of human movies, and one of them was a rom-com called Starstruck. That might be a working title because I think there's another Starstruck out there, and it stars, oh gosh, I'm going to forget his name, but my scene was with him. I was a motivational speaker / fake horoscope guy that has ruined this young man's life, and he comes looking for me to tell me that my horoscope app ruined his life, and I'm like, it's all fake anyway. It was a very funny little moment. And I played that moment with Matthew. I'm going to get his last name right. Wrong. Matthew Daddario. Does that sound
Oh,
right?
he was in
he was
just in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
That's right.
He was just in the
Bills.
touchdown.
Bills
Bills
movie,
movie.
yes.
Yes.
The Bills movie. Right. A charming fella, and I loved it. So and that was just in a basic rom-com non-holiday. So I'm not sure when that comes out or where, but that's also fun.
Fantastic. And remind us of the Christmas movie that should be on Prime any day now.
Yeah, the Christmas movie coming up to Amazon Prime is All Is Merry and Bright.
Awesome.
There you go.
Fantastic.
There's a lot going on.
Fantastic. There's a
you're
lot going
an
on.
absolute national treasure, and we thank you so much for coming and doing this every year. It's a tradition unlike any other.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. I can't remember how many years we've been doing this together. Thank you so much
This
for
is
inviting me
7.
back.
Yeah, I think this is
7
year 7
in a row.
Year 7.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
great.
gosh.
I
The
love
7
that.
best years of my life.
I'm sorry, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Wow.
This is your 8th appearance.
My 8th.
That's right.
Yes.
How about that? Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Can't wait to talk to you again next year. This is always such a joy. We're going to be back tomorrow with another one. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam podcast produced by Brandon Gray, and that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on the show, go to deckthehallmark.com. Follow us on the socials at deckthehallmark. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And to find the best corner of the internet with ad-free podcasting, these episodes live and early, and movie chats and so much more, you can go to BrambleJamPlus.com.